Timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Nick Chubb, second leading rusher in the NFL last year.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, what's going on? It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Lining up for the extra.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy. Man, in all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Middle. Here we go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnson. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and his first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2000.
And now here is another interception. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. 23 yards on the tuck and run. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yards to go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Steelers, nothing.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Yeah, the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
18-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Cleveland.
Here's Prescott. And his throw here is incomplete. Jarvis Landry, Pro Bowl wideout, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he goes out right around the 39. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Prescott yet again. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. But a gutsy call there. Yates at the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Now a man back from a serious knee injury. It's Lamar Miller. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
38-yard line.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Kill. Check three. One day.
They'll try and throw for him with Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? First carry for James Conner. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Conner.
And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Chase Claypool, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an...
And now here is another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. And how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 31-yard line.
They go with Chubb on second down, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
4th down, Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Khalif Raymond now. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Incomplete. It's 3rd.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Prescott. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Foster. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he fires one incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Jack 16. Take 2 of them.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 more on that one and another first down. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. And he's going to lose yardage here.
That's the
as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play.
Steelers 12.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll run here with Akers. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
At the 39-yard line. Brings up third down.
Going right back to Akers. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Cam Akers with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Well, right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 42-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. The Browns on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his tight end, David Njoku.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 34. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. They set up the screen to Chubb. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. First down throw for Prescott. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll give it to Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
They'll run this with Akers. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of a yard makes it 3rd and
now Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That complete to Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
10 more yards.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 17-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. 43 is the mic, boy.
They'll go again here with Akers. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
45, 45. Mike, 45. Quicker. 44.
One last shot for Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So Cleveland able to come